The best way you can support me is with a simple subscribe. Subscribe to my channel for more content like this. All right, Mr. TALIAFERRO TV, how's everybody doing out there? Now let's just go ahead and set off the disclaimer. I'm in my last stretch of videos before I go over 100,000 subscribers. I'm going to try and live stream tomorrow before we hit 100K. So if you're online tomorrow, I think it's going to happen around tomorrow morning. Please tune in. I'm going to try to do it tomorrow morning, right? I think it's going to happen really early in the morning. Just gauging the pace of my subscriber count. But please, if you're online, tune in with me tomorrow. I'm going to try my best. I got to travel, do a lot for the holidays. So please, if you're available, tune in. I wanted to get into a few more stories before we hop over 100K. Thank y'all so much for the time, love, and support thus far. Music came out. A lot of music came out. We got a lot of people dropping projects. We got Wayne dropping a couple records. Cardi B dropped her new single, right? But the one that we were supposed to talk about, and the one that there had been all this attention around, right, was Quavo and Travis Scott. Now they dropped their joint collab tape, Huncho Jack, late last night, and honestly, you know what it is. They were the first two, I believe, of their wave to announce that they were going to do a project tape together. So I believe out of sheer fear, you've seen a lot of other people come together and be like, yo, we probably need to get one out in the atmosphere. That's why I think we seen the Future and Young Thug tape. That's why I think we seen, definitely why we seen the Offset and 21 Savage tape. It was a response to probably hearing records from Quavo and Travis Scott as they collab for this tape that they finally put out. Now, I listened to it one time through thus far, and I'm not the type of guy that deeply judges music one time through. I like to give my records a couple weeks in my car. I gotta listen to it in the car, at home, and with the earbuds in, all that. I gotta listen to it like 3 times, 3 different ways, and I like to give it like a week to see how the music grows before I even say anything about the music. But I will say this, generally speaking, about the project. It's very tough to judge music in this era. I'm of this era, but I'll be honest with you, because a lot of the times I'm not understanding what they're saying. And I can understand Quavo better than Travis Scott. It's tough for me to ever judge music in this era. A lot of it I don't understand. The production usually is good. You can tell Travis Scott put his hands on the production side of things. It definitely felt like, I guess today I was like, yo, it felt like Quavo hopped in to Travis Scott world like 10% more. So I'd say it's 60% of Travis Scott tape and 40% of Quavo tape. But they definitely hopped into both each other's worlds. I will admit that. There is a lot of Quavo doing the Migos style, but at the same time, yo, you feel Travis Scott's production on it, looking at Quavo and looking at what he brings to the table and saying, oh, yo, let me harness that up. Let me work with that. Let me develop that. Let me develop that chorus, that bridge. You know what I mean? A lot of people were telling me a couple records were very short that they liked a lot. What's the joint? The Eye to Eye joint with Takeoff, I think, is one of the favorites right now off the tape. I thought it was pretty much what I expected. I didn't have huge expectations for the tape. I will say this. After listening to that tape, then Wayne dropped 2 records, and I'm not the biggest fan of Wayne right now. Just you've watched my videos over time. I know he's a legend, but his music is kind of outdated with the era. He stayed the same, but the era changed on him. I will say this about Wayne. It was refreshing to listen to Wayne after listening to Quavo and Travis Scott, because at the bare minimum, I can understand Wayne. A lot of times, I can't understand Quavo and Travis Scott to even come together with an opinion. The music is just how guys rap in this era now. It's quote unquote mumble rap, right? And I really, honestly, dealing with Travis Scott, since I do think his sound trumped on the tape, I tend to not judge Travis Scott's music. I've learned that I've given him that, because what he's so great at is putting records together that maybe they sound decent on the radio, but they're excellent performing records. So I got to see how he performs these records, and then we'll have a better gauge. So I'm going to kind of step back and see how the fans interact and react to the record when Travis performs a couple records a couple months down the line. And I would love to know if these two are going to do a tour, but I'm not going to lie. Trying to get through that Quavo and Travis Scott tape, yo, I was like, damn, throw on Wayne. And Wayne hopped on the DNA joint, and then he hopped on the whole record. He hopped on a couple records. Oh, he hopped on the Bank Account, and he played a preview of the DNA joint. And then he did one of Ho's records on 444. So I mean, I liked the couple records I heard from Wayne. I thought it was consistently him, nothing more, nothing less. He was absolutely talking about nothing for 4 minutes, but it was aesthetically pleasing because he got bars. Wayne showed us he still got them bars. Nevertheless, let's make that clear. And I thought I was more pleased to listen to him just because I came up through that era of Wayne, killing the charts and killing rap. But it was more aesthetically pleasing to listen to him than Quavo and Travis Scott. It just, I just can't get with it, man. I'm trying my best. A couple records I'm going to rock with, but the whole tape, I got to listen to it over and over again because a lot of times I don't understand what they're saying. Talk to me in the comment box below. These are like little mini reviews. We'll get into more with Wayne on Christmas Day, I'm sure. And we'll talk about Quavo and Travis Scott probably more on the Ferro Reacts channel. Talk to me. What do you guys think about these new records and this new project that dropped? Subscribe to my channel for more exclusive content like this. Please subscribe before 100K. We are on the way, 100,000 subscribers, and I would love for you to say you were here before 100K. All right? 100K tomorrow. I'm out.
I want to salute you, homie, you know, for building your own thing and doing your own thing, creating your own platform, your own website.
I got one life to live out my dreams, and I'm giving this thing all I got. I interview celebrities. I talk sports. I represent the culture.
Right now, you're turning up on itsmrtaliaferro.com, shawty.